Hi, I'm Harry Hinman. I'm coming along with my team to present about Singapore Airlines and Qatar Airways Group. Especially both of the airlines are having their own strengths and weakness and supporting United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. I and my teams are finding out the data and showing how the two airlines are supporting in which UN SDG. By looking at brand positioning statement, both of the airlines are offering the luxury and special features and giving the customer with high quality, comfortable price and experiences in the flight. You know, also using a brand resonance model to analyze the two airlines, which both of them give high awareness and salience, which is high brand performance, which give responsibility, reliability, efficiency, and innovation. Imaginary, which gives best and flights facilities. Judgment will provide high quality and trustworthy and competitiveness. Feeling, which give high comfortable service. And the resonance would be active engagement and loyalty to the customer. Of course, most of the airlines are applying a 4P marketing mix, which is product, what they own, what best, and latest aircraft, which best quality of food and service, and a price, which provide different range with different classes, and a place to distribute to forecast this customer with different strategies to complement competitors and promotion by using strong media's advertising and safe promotion to have public relation. Along with marketing plan, both of the airlines are also supporting the UN Global Compact CSR, which integrated into their businesses and align the statement to fulfill the social responsibility and continuous sustainable development goal. Based on the UN SDG analysis, there are 7 items of goal are fully supporting for aviation industry. However, our team is choosing the most relevant goals, which is goal number 8, decent work and economic growth, which is supporting to promote sustainable employment, economic inclusion, non-discrimination, capacity building, availability of skilled workforce, elimination of forced or compulsory labor. Now, Chan will present about the Singapore Airlines and Drita will present about Qatar Airways Group for more details.
Hi, I'm Chen. I'm going to present about Singapore Airline Group. Singapore Airline is a flag carrier airline of Singapore with its head at Singapore Changi Airport. And Singapore Airline is investing in both full service and low service core airline to maintain its portfolio strategy in order to enhance their competitiveness. And it's also flying to 37 countries, which is in 136 destinations. According to the Singapore Airline Sustainability Report, we can see that this airline is world first green package budget airline and is investing $2.55 million of amount in charity and investing 32.5 million in order to support their employee skillful training program. If we look at the employment status of the Singapore Airline, we can see that both male and female, they are employing at nearly same, which is about 48% and 52%, and they have 10 numbers of subsidiary in order to support their airline in order for service and the other categories. According to this economic inclusion, as per their 3-year financial strategy, financial report, we can see that in 2017 they have $50,806 million in 2017, and according to the operating profit, they have $1,057 million in 2017. And also for non-discrimination and elimination of forced or compulsory labor, they also provided inside their staff regulation, which is to cover the anti-corruption, competition law, harassment, and non-discrimination. And also they are applying with Ministry of Manpower, Employment Act, and as well as other national law for Singapore also. If you look at the capacity building of Singapore Airline, They are also well supported to their employees, such as sport activity or other head initiative activity. We can even see that in their website that how they are providing for their capacity building. And also for the skillful workforce, as I mentioned before, in the sustainability report, they are investing about $32.5 million to support their employee for skilled workforce. But according to one of the news, Singapore Airline recruitment, they have some of scandal, which is they are only applying for the above nationalities such as Malaysia, China, Indonesia, Korea, and Taiwan. And you can even see that what they written. If you don't come from one of the country listed above, it is highly unlikely that SIA will review your application. It means that they have to review their requirement.
Hi, I'm Dwika. I will present about Qatar Airways Group. Qatar Airways Group is wholly owned by the state of Qatar. The group includes Qatar Airways, Cargo and Executive, Airport, Aviation Service, Aircraft Catering, Duty Free, Distribution Company, and Hotels. Qatar Airways flies to more than 150 worldwide destinations. The fleet comprises 196 seater, operated over 188,000 passenger flights in current year, and transported 1.15 million tons of cargo. The company employee numbers have increased by 13% to 44,452 people of 168 different nationalities. Of those, 31,000 are airline staff. Over the years, Qatar Airways Group have been experiencing strong performance in the profit and loss report. However, fiscal year 2018, there is a massive political instability to Qatar as a nation from neighboring countries that affects the group's income. The instability is in the form of blockage or ban for Qatar to get permission to land and cross over a number of countries in the Arabian Gulf. Despite of this political issue that caused group financial report to show a loss in 2018, the group has shown a huge effort in ensuring a strong financial performance by successfully launching 14 new destinations. Qatar Airways support the UN Global Compact, including human rights principle, labor principle, environmental principle, and anti-corruption principle. The company policy has a very strict code of conduct of respecting human rights at all times, in line with the state of Qatar legislation on human. Qatar Airways is bound by the labor law of the state of Qatar and the regional labor laws for employment outside of Qatar. For Qatar Airways employee capacity building, annually the company holds fun-filled activities in celebration of National Sports Day in Qatar that demonstrates Qatar's dedication to build healthy communities, as it also gears up to host the much-anticipated 2022 FIFA World Cup. As part of team building activity, Qatar Airways and Italian Chef Academy collaborated in holding a cooking event for employees and crew members. Qatar Airways support availability of skilled workforce by doing Qatar Airways training, Qatar Airways Adult Qatarization program that brings young Qataris to develop themselves and their country through the national airline, and Qatar Years of Culture, where the company and Qatar Museums run a cultural exchange program between countries. Despite of the good points from Qatar Airways, the company acknowledged two big issues that have been scrutinized by international public. These two issues are bad working environment and discrimination issue. For many years, Qatar Airways has come under a lot of criticism over the way the company treats its cabin crew. In 2017, there was a case of death of a crew member, which public considered a suicidal case due to high stress level, while the death certificate said the cause of death as asphyxiation. Human rights organizations like TW of Australia and Alliance of Workers Against Repression Everywhere have launched a campaign calling for a boycott of Qatar due to its anti-woman, anti-worker. This campaign is hoping to persuade travelers to avoid flying on Qatar Airways when going to the Middle East, as Qatar leading up to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The discrimination issue is raised by the Qatar Group CEO when he was referring to US airline that employs natural stewardess, which Qatar CEO called them as old versus Qatar young stewardess. On a different occasion, the CEO also mentioned about women is incapable of leading the group due to the work nature. Later on, he clarified his comment and apologized to the public.
We analyzed the point scoring for both airlines and red 1 point seriously recommend to improve, yellow 2 points moderately recommend to improve, and green 3 points stay on track of following UN SDG. By looking at the SDG 8 indicator related to both Singapore and Qatar Airlines at SDG 8.3, Qatar should launch a platform to have micro, small, and medium enterprises. And looking at SDG 8.6 and 2020 reduced the proportion of youth, but Qatar Airways have programmed to bring young adults only to Qatar citizens, rather than bringing young adults from worldwide. By looking at SDG 8.7, take immediate and effective measure to secure an elimination of works form of child labor and eradicate forced labor. Qatar is still forcing their cabin crew to have flight hours exceeding international standard, and SDG 8.8 protect labor rights and promotes safe and secure working environment. SIA should not hire the employees based on the nationalities. Qatar is also using issues. Qatar is also having issue at boycott Qatar due to its bad working environment. Looking at total scoring, Singapore Airlines gained 19 points and Qatar Airways gains 15 points. And we believe that if Qatar can improve in the red and yellow indicator, Qatar will always be in the top globally, not only in commercial business, but also in supporting UN SDG by competing Singapore Airlines.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.